pinging of the spike in that second to last room, and then that's pretty much it. You can use the fire rod if you have half magic to give you some, sense of direction. But looks like we are gonna be off here.
I too feel like I've done this before.
Oh.
Well, there's your early progression.
There's the hook shot. Definitely didn't plan that. No, I swear. Don't worry about that. But that's gonna be nice for the escape. You can actually stun enemies in case this is like bombs. That's really, really nice.
You can even save a little bit of time here at the beginning and hook shot onto some bushes and such.
Oh, Dunka missing that, so actually gets a little bit behind because of that. Oh god, there's the bomb start.
Okay, well, with hookshot this isn't as bad, because at least you can stun enemies before you bomb them to death. Stun prize, just 20 rupees.
That's really good knowledge. That means they could stun a couple extra enemies if they have some pots that they can use to farm up the bunny for Kakariko. And let's see if they choose to do that coming here into this first hallway. Looks like, nope, Dunk is just going to stun to get past. And so is JCopes. So they're just going to worry about getting through this bomb escape as possible. Nice little use of the hookshot on the statue right there.
Yeah, I feel at this point, 20 rupees are nice, but if you kill for the stun pack, you're not getting a chance at bombs. I say that realizing now they started with bombs. What am I talking about? Just ignore me, it's fine.
Okay, man. No, I would like to have a co-commentator, and I will be happy to converse with you during it. I promise I won't ignore you.
That's fair.
JCopes having a little bit of issue with those guards right there. Dunka opting to not use the hook shot on that green guard. Very interesting.
I think he tried, but he hit like the sword or something.
Could have been. Yeah, so just like when you have to do the normal bomb setups, every stunnable setup has a bomb setup as well. And Dunka's been doing those a little bit cleaner. And that's what's gotten him a little bit of... No, you can't stun the ball and chain guard, Dunka, I'm sorry. That guy's mail is pretty thick.
I mean, you can stun him with the boomerang for a very short time, but... that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So even though only having bombs, pretty good starting time for both of these runners, and they can use the hook shot to kill the rats and the snakes a lot easier in the back of escape. Otherwise, having to do like some sort of kamikaze strat with the bomb is a lot more risky.
Now, why did that guard respawn on JCopes' side?
I don't know.
That was weird.
I don't know exactly why that happened. I have not seen that personally. I think JCopes did... Oh, thank you to Village in chat. I guess when you stun kill them, they respawn.
Huh.
I actually not know that, because the chance of you having hookshot plus bombs is very low.
That's an interesting quirk, I guess.
Yep. This game is definitely properly coded. There are no problems with this game at all.
Oh yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's flawless.
All right. Well, we haven't gotten anything else yet, and no maps so far. We did get 10 arrows, so whenever we do get the bow, we have a little bit of arrow weaponry. Let's see if Dunka or JCopes decide to farm any extra bombs. Even though if they use this, they'll still have 4 bombs, which is perfectly great for Kakariko. More arrows.
I mean, hey, gotta use that bow. Well, there's the lamp.
Yeah, we're
definitely you can see in the dark.
Yeah, well, wait a second. How could we see in the dark before?
It's fine. Don't think about it.
Well, for anyone who's new, for the standard setup, because the lamp is not guaranteed and you have to do it like in the normal game, the cone of light is coded into the randomizer for standard mode. So fret not, you get the lamp no matter what for the first part. And just a 5 bomb capacity upgrade in the sanctuary. So really, other than that lamp, we nothing is telling us what direction to go in right now.
Yeah, really all the lamp says at this point is, yo, you can get 1 extra chest in Eastern.
Which, you know, without having the bow, it's gonna be interesting if any of these, either of these runners decide to go into an early Eastern. We do get a map check though. We have it's a pennant Eastern, and both 2 more crystals at Tower of Hera and Desert.
Oh yeah, Eastern looking very exciting. Lumberjack Cave, $50.
Mm-hmm. So no aggro requirements so far. Hopefully JCopes does check this crab over here. Because does have single ball. Oh no, killed the crab. So that's kind of a problem. Maybe he'll check the one in the woods.
Probably.
That's a little bit of an advantage to Dunka right now. Doesn't have to worry about spending the extra money to get bombs. Well, that's 300. Never mind.
He's got more than enough money. He'll be fine.
Does get a couple extra bombs, so you should be good for West South Shore and whatnot. And, let's see if the Thieves' Hut decides to have anything for us today.
Doing good so far.
Well, so far, a whole lot of nothing. We did get an extra heart container for getting our 4th piece of heart. Oh, we got another one, too. Well, that was less than exciting in Blind's Hut. Apparently, Blind could not see what it was grabbing.
Yeah, he's fantastic thief. Just couldn't tell what he was stealing.
Let's see if the well is dried up at all. So far, just another piece of heart. Oh, well, okay, that's something. That's a fuego rod.
Oh, and some blue moon pearl.
A blue moon pearl?
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's definitely in the vanilla game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my god, we already had enough heart pieces to have 2 heart containers.
That's a lot. Reminds me of a seed a while back where I got a full heart container from heart pieces in Escape.
That's quite something. Well, the runners will definitely be happy about the early blue mail. Just, you know, in case they don't get heart containers for a while, having that blue mail for Dark World would be nice. Well, there's the second of the 3 pieces of Dark World access with the power gloves in the back of Tavern.
And already have access to Paradox Cave if they wanted to go that far.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And,
who leaves bombs in a library?
Yeah, they won't go and pick those up. It's good to know if they ever run low and they're in the area, they can grab that. And that's just another $50 in the race game. BigDunka does his map check. Let's see where he decides to go now. This does actually give complete Death Mountain access, you know, outside of Tower of Hera for the Light World. And the Spectacle Rock, of course. They don't have the mirror for that.
Even more heart pieces.
Oh, nice. JCopes, understanding having the power gloves, picks up the 50-50 rock. That'll possibly give you a bomb drop and gets an extra one, so that's really nice. I am a little surprised that I don't remember if Duncan just picked up that money.
I think he skipped it.
It is surprising. You try to go up a little bit closer to money for Zora. Okay, never mind. You know what? This seat needs to stop
he's
telling
gonna have to worry.
The seat needs to stop telling me that they're not gonna have money problems. All right, right after I say they're having money problems. We did get
right now. They've got mushroom problems.
Some psychedelic problems. You know, with the Moon Pearl, do you think either of these runners are going to decide to fake Flipper right here, since they are going to have the Zora money? They do have the Pearl, so they can go into the Waterfall of Wishing.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 items, and you can check a 4th. Granted, 2 of those are sequence breaks, but I doubt they care at this point.
Oh, and yep, looks like Dunka is going to head back out to do the fake Flipper. We are going to get our first sequence break of the race. Nice, very, very good job from Dunka right there. Got a pretty quick fake Flipper, and looks like Dunka is gonna check the island on the way out, or might just check Hobo, but we'll have to see here in a second. And JCopes is gonna stay within this sequence of the logic, and this looks like it's gonna be a Death Mountain play.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him. There's 8 items up there.
Yeah, and you can get the information on the 9th item. Actually, you can get the information on the 10th item.
No, there's 9 and then a 10th you can see. I forgot about Spectacle Rock Cave. I'm just so excited for East Side.
Well, we stole all of the hobo savings that he's been farming up for a while. I mean, I guess we're just thieves in the end.
I mean, someone had to take the money. May as well be us.
Dunka had to be a little bit careful right there. Had some problems going into the whirlpool right there. Oh, Dunka! Oh no, Dunka died. Ah, that's an instant kill when you do fake flippers. So we're not gonna find out what's in the waterfall. That is very unfortunate. That's kind of a big time sink for one item without flippers.
Yeah, that's swimming into that waterfall can be kind of tricky sometimes. Also, old man giving us a sword today.
Yep, so we are a cape away or a sword upgrade away from AGA access right now. So these runners want to see the hammer or another mid upgrade. But so far, just a big 20 up there in the cave, and just a piece of heart that we can't get to on Spectacle Rock itself.
I mean, with as many heart pieces as I've got right now, I don't think they'll be getting that.
So even with Dunka's, kind of advantage from his better execution and escape, with that fake flipper death, kind of brings them back about even. That death was fairly costly for this early game. We're gonna get some spins from JCopes' side. We got a big 20, another big 20, a 5 rupee drop, and another big 20. Oh my god.
That was almost entirely vanilla.
That was impressively vanilla for a Paradox Cave.
Like, if those blue rupees were red, it'd be completely vanilla.
Yep, so we're going to get a floating island check and a spiral cave check from JCopes here in a second. But yeah, so chat brings up a good point. Even though the fake flipper stuff was out of logic, Zora is in logic because we do have the power gloves.
And we're very rapidly running out of locations to check.
Yeah, the most dense area is the Sahasrara's hut and Eastern Palace play. And then we've got Agnes Cave and Zora. And we'll see what Spiral Cave is here.
Don't forget the mushroom.
That's right, we have the mushroom. Actually, that'll give them more reason to go up to Zora. You can just kind of walk up there on the way.
Ooh. Missing the bomb jump.
We're getting a really cool piece of fake flipper tech on this whirlpool right here. This will actually take you to a spot closer to the mushroom.
Yeah, that one's not often seen.
It's pretty much a randomizer only setup. But it's very, very useful when you do have the sequence where you need to go to Zora, you have the money easily, and you get the mushroom. Oh, and there's our AGA access at the mushroom.
Well,
oh, is not going to go to Zora. That's a really interesting choice from JCopes.
is he just immediately thinking Aga? Well, I mean, he's probably gonna check Sarazala's house first, but...
Oh man.
I mean, I'm also thinking he might just be putting off Zora until you could maybe check the waterfall cave as well and get the item on the ledge.
Mm-hmm, could be.
Looks like BigDunka's gonna take another crack at the fake flipper.
Alright, back of Sarsaparilla's hut, we've got piece of heart, 10 arrows, and a big 20. Just a bunch more junk. And we are getting the Eastern Palace dip without the bow from JCopes. As Dunka does complete the second attempt of the fake flip for 300 rupees and just a heart piece on the waterfall. And we'll get to see what the big fish has today.
Something exciting, no doubt. Something certainly worth 500 rupees.
Man, these fireballs are just out for Dunka right now. They're just coming out of nowhere. All right, well, there's one item in Eastern Palace. Oh, that's another sword upgrade at Zora. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I think that's worth 500.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so. And when Dunka turns in that mushroom, that's going to be Tempered Sword. So I'd say the seed is pointing heavily towards Zora. Or not towards Zora, excuse me, towards Aga, now that we know what Zora is with that sword upgrade.
Yeah, sure seems like it. Unless Hammer wants to show up here in Eastern. It's probably where they're going to be heading next.
Nice pots strats on that room right there. And we are going to have Armodus Knights having an item. We've already found the map and compass in Eastern. So big key is going to be in the vanilla location. And we'll check the big chest before we head out of here. So the only thing we have no knowledge of yet is Agana's cave. Now, if you're in JCopes' shoes, do you do those one-offs? Do you try a fake flipper to get into the waterfall just like Dunka did and also check Agana's cave, or do you just go, say, screw it, I don't want to check those one-off locations and just go straight to Aga?
It's a pretty tough call. I mean, I'd say it certainly doesn't hurt to go check Agana first. I feel like if Copes is gonna go check Zora, he probably would have done it when turning in the mushroom.
We just got 50 buccarinos in the big chest, so Eastern Palace and Sahasrah's hut were a complete bust. Oh, and here you go. JCopes is going to the Aga 1 play. So we don't know if Agana's cave has the answer right now. I will say, though, thankfully having the fire rod makes the castle tower a lot easier to kill those ball and chain guards and also the red guards up top.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blaze a trail through Aga Tower here.
Oh, does get a small magic drop right there. Does not pick up the bomb, though. You know, it's only sitting on 3. You figure you want to get some extra bombs when you can get them.
Yeah, gotta watch out for that ammo management. So that can come back to bite you later.
I actually got good guard RNG right there in that room, despite messing up the start of it. And if Hammer is in Palace of Darkness, then that means that JCopes made a very good play.
You wouldn't even have to be in Palace of Darkness. They've got Outcast access with that hook shot.
Oh, good point.
Like, there's a lot of places that hammer can be at this point.
Oh, unfortunately, missed the big decanter drop, but it's fine. Only has one more harder room here.
Yeah, you'll get a refill once you're done killing the wizard. It's fine.
Yep, exactly. So I have the moon pearl, so they're all good with that.
Oh, right. I forgot. They had a bottle and they can check Sick Kid, too.
Apparently, the kid was packing some explosives. He was trying to grow up to be a demolitions expert.
It's a pretty good dream to have. Hopefully he gets better soon.
Maybe that's why he's sick. He hurt himself, so he's like recovering.
I feel like if he hurt himself with explosives, he wouldn't be sick. It feels like, I don't know, some sort of injury would be more likely. I guess it depends on what the bombs are packed with.
It's a good point. Well, so far, we have one blue ball for JCopes, showing his love. Oh, gets a little bit electrocuted right there. A little too much love for fragging him.
Going for some diagonal shots here. Real fancy.
Trying to prove you can pass the geometry quiz. Just keeps hook shotting, like pecking away at his head. And this one will be the last shot necessary. So, 3 blue balls.
Not bad. Could be worse.
I'd say that's about average, par for the course. All right, let's see what's on the pyramid ledge right here. That is a heart container, and wow, JCopes not gonna pick it up. That is, with only on rocking 6 hearts, that's a bold call.
Yeah, despite how many heart pieces they got. Well, Pod's a pendant, a green one at that. Turtle Rock being our second other pendant, and Thieves Town and Skull Woods are red crystals, which that seems like pretty easy Fat Fairy access.
Yeah, especially with Fire Rod, and Thieves Town is one of the easiest to complete. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty early accessible Pyramid Fairy. And JCopes is opting not even to try going into Palace of Darkness here to see if it's bow locks. It's just going to go straight over to Village of Outcasts, stuff that he knows is completable. And chat brings up a good point. Hammer, we could have the Hammer and Pyramid Fairy So that's a thing.
Need to find the mirror before that could happen. But yeah.
All right, so JCopes is heading all the way directly to the back to Mothula first. Not a bad play when you have the fire rod already and you know it's a completable crystal.
Yeah, might as well get the far out of the way items done first. Potentially less you have to check in the front.
And does have that fairy in the bottle, so even though only rocking a small amount of hearts, not as big of a problem as you normally would have. It's got a couple small decanter drops right there, so it's gonna come out a little bit better as far as the magic meter right here. Oh, Dunka made a mistake right there. Actually jumped down on the middle portion right there before seeing what the pyramid ledge was. He is going to indeed go pick up that heart container.
Better safe than sorry.
All right. So far, JCopes has gotten a couple spins off using some lag strats, and there you have it. Very nice fight from JCopes. And that's our first crystal at 32.5 minutes in.
Oh, well, bye, fairy.
Okay.
I mean, he's gonna probably death warp after getting this next chest.
Okay. Not a bad play. All right, so let's see what's in this other chest. It is a small key.
I mean, that'll be kind of nice. So he doesn't have to go to the bumper room.
Mm-hmm. Dunca's doing the opposite, is going to do the front part first, and gets the big key for it, and is going to immediately do the bomb jump. There's that same small key. One of the other ones that you'll get in Skullwoods, even though it's not technically required. Oh, and there's the flippers. So that other, getting that other sword upgrade quick is in the logic. Or it's faster to get in the logic than the other way.
Yeah.
And with Swamp Palace being a crystal, that is a required item in the seed. We're getting a high five from our runners right here, except they're going opposite directions in the dungeon.
I feel like that's the most accurate high five. Just as you pass each other.
Like ships in the night.
Pretty sure ships don't high five each other. I feel like that'd be fatal, but
Yeah, probably. So a one-time offer of high five-age. Great job by both of our runners getting that set up on like first try. It's a lot harder than they just made that look.
Yeah, without Pegasus boots, you have like, what, a 2-pixel window, I think?
Yeah, that is correct. It is a 2-pixel window. And with Pegasus boots, it becomes a 6-pixel window. Turns out bonking can be useful.
Who knew?
All right, JCopes is going to do some Dark World gardening right here, and is going to head over to the Village of Outcasts. I would expect probably to check the chess game, the brewery, and the C-shaped house before heading into Thieves Town. Ooh, Dunka's got to be a little bit careful right here. He does have that fairy, but it's down to 2 hearts. Now, never mind, 1 heart. Oh.
Well, at least he has the fairy.
All right, I think just needs 1 more slash. Mothula is not being kind to him right now. There you go.
Takes it down regardless.
I'm wondering if JCopes, after getting the 4th chest, is going to opt to Death Warp. All right, that guy was being a jerk.
I'm not sure why he would Death Warp. I mean, Thieves Town's a crystal, and apparently he found Hammer somewhere.
Just for the health refill.
Yeah, but then you gotta walk all the way back through this maze.
Wow, that's 3 items, or sorry, 2 items, or 3 items. Wait, I think it's one of them. They found a lot of items in the front.
It was an amount more than 0.
That is a correct statement. We did get a 2nd bottle though, and it's got a B. That would have been nice on Mothula. Interesting choice, opting to grab the heart before going through the rest of these towns instead of right before the blind fight.
I mean, as low on health as he is, I don't blame him that much.
Oh man, that was a pretty good Hellway, all things considered, with no boots. And Dunka's got his hammer now. He's gonna know that he can breathe a little bit easier in Thieves Town. And thank you to Mass Connect for the sub. Much appreciated for your support of Speed Gaming. All right, so what are your thoughts, game guy? After they finish Thieves Town, they've got they'll eventually have Pyramid Fairy access. Not quite yet, but they actually never mind. They do. They can flip.
They have it.
Yeah, they have flippers now and a hammer. So it would have been fine with even without the hammer. So yeah, they can just check an early Pyramid Fairy on the way down through the Haunted Grove area.
Yeah, I mean, I fully expect them to south loop all the way to Hype Cave and probably do Pyramid Fairy right afterwards. After that, though, it's a little more up in the air.
And Blind giving us some beautiful puns, man. Love it every single time. Never gets old.
It's just poetry at this point.
Oh, and there's the Titan's Mitts off of Blind. So we've gotten 2 possible progression items here in the Thieves Town.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So that's some nice French vanilla action right there. I don't know about you, but French vanilla is pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's all right.
So now with that, man, a lot of things have opened. Ice Palace is now fully completable with those Flippers Tines Mitts, and we have had the Fire Rod for a while. All this Blacksmith Chain, even though it's mirrorless, is now open.
Could head up to Death Mountain, kill off Tower of Hera, and probably check out Hookshot Cave.
And this does actually confirm that Aghanim was 100% required for progress in the seed. So we know Aghanim's Cave was not a Dark World access. It could still be progression, though. Got a lot of digs going on for just a piece of heart.
Haven't we found all of those by this point?
It sure feels like it. I'm not gonna lie. With how many we found in the light world. We found our first of the boomerangs at Old Stumpy right there, giving us the blue boomerang.
Bloomerang, always nice to have. Not often used, but... So how are you feeling about Hype Cave today?
You know, there's still quite a few things they need. I'd say it's gonna be a moderate amount of hype. We got some bombs for bombs to start. We got more bombs. We got a crap ton of rupees and a heart container. I'd say it's a suboptimal hype cave.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, well, we are going to get that Pyramid Fairy check super early. You very rarely see a 45-minute Pyramid Fairy check.
I mean, when your first 2 crystals are both red, just kind of screams that you should head over here.
Does that mean that a Blood Moon is coming?
I'm not sure.
So at this point, just to kind of give a recap of what we need for Go mode, we do need the Cane of Samaria because Myra is a crystal. We do need the bow, and the bow can be in GT because both Eastern and Pod are pendants. We need the mirror for Swamp Palace, and a load of nothing in Pyramid Fairy. We are going to get a bottle throw. And we might need a different medallion.
We might need boots if there's a key on the torch in desert.
Oh, wow. So Jacob's still not going into Palace of Darkness. So just going to skip over the pendant dungeons for the time being. Let's see where he goes next. This looks like an Ice Palace play.
Actually, yeah, at this point, just got the flippers, hasn't checked any of these yet.
Yeah. I don't know if it was mentioned, but do need the flute as well. So we're still quite a bit away from Go mode. But with what we have open to us, man, it might be spread out quite a bit.
Yeah, that seems to happen quite a bit. It would just be too convenient for all of the items we need to be in the same place.
You know what the good news for JCopes is that because he's gonna do all these flipper checks, he's gonna get his tempered sword, which is gonna make Ice Palace look like a much better play for him. Dunka is also opting to skip over Palace of Darkness. No love for the pendant dungeons by either of our runners right now. They said, "I've already dipped Eastern pendant. Screw pendant dungeons."
Yeah, as many crystals as they can go to now. Just seems more worthwhile to go check those out first. Getting a red potion from the waterfall fairy. A little bit better than bees, I'd say.
Yeah, so Jacob's doing this on the other bottle really makes me think the Ice Palace play is coming, because with this many hearts, you want to have some safeties going into into Ice Palace.
Probably would have liked to see a magic potion, but you'll take what you can get for free, I suppose. A little curious why he pulled out Quake.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It's almost as if he's going to be disappointed with the Zora item. Which I just don't think is going to happen.
I think he's going to be perfectly satisfied. We are going to get some new stuff, though. Dunka went around the long way and is going to be doing Tower of Hera for his third crystal. All right, big question. Are we going to get some divergence now? And yes, we are. Jacobs goes back to Link's house.
Yep, this sure seems like Ice Palace.
Nice beetle room using the hammer right there from Dunka's side. I'm honestly a big fan of the Master Sword spin strat in there, where you can hit both beetles at the top, and then you do a swag spin to hit the switch and kill the beetle. But the hammer strat's really nice too.
I missed the first chest here in Hera. Did you find an item yet?
I believe it was a compass. Was the other chest.
Well, I mean, like the first one on the entrance floor.
Oh, yeah, I believe that was a compass. Or maybe, oh, no. It was, I don't think it was anything. The compass was one of the first 2 chests, though, for sure. So, this is a 50-50 whether we're gonna have to go to the basement.
Molder, I'm just taking a short pause there.
Wow, he actually got a really nice pattern. Yeah, he got a nice pattern right there. Oh, we're going to the basement, folks.
I mean, are we? Some people like to skip it.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a while.
Well, with the lack of, like, major progression, you know, I mean, those Titans bits open up things, but really not many dungeons are open. It's more the overworld stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good idea to skip it, but it's a play one could choose to make.
Unfortunately, JCopes has to burn one of those pots. But does indeed get it on the second try. So good job for JCopes right there. And Dunka is taking his coffee break right now and is going to set up a death warp.
Just 5 arrow upgrade for his trouble, but I mean, it's off his mind, if nothing else.
Yeah, we got a convenient big key right there for a small key in Ice Palace.
I mean, that's useful, I guess.
It's definitely questionable if that's useful or not.
I mean, he didn't have any keys before, so now he does.
Alright, with this route, it looks like JCopes is going to be doing... Ooh, oh my goodness gracious. That was a little scary.
Yeah, got ether on Turtle Rock. Ooh.
You do get a red mail as well. That's quite nice to find in Ice Palace.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, finding a mail upgrade in Ice Palace counts as, I'd say, French vanilla.
Sorta. It's not quite the right color, but I'll allow it.
We found nothing in Super Bunny Cave. So let's see if Hookshot Cave provides us any more answers. And Spy Cave is not actually in the logic right now. They don't have either of the invulnerability items.
Oh, but he's got a shield. That's important.
Yeah, man, you gotta block those spears and those Octorok shots. And absolutely nothing.
I mean, you sure he can't just shield surf over the spikes?
You know, I wish they would have thought of that, you know, way back in the day. That would have been pretty neat. Is Dunka gonna turn in the mushroom?
I can't imagine what else he's doing.
Wow. Well, this is going to pay off huge for him before doing anything in Ice Palace. The P was going after the Wobbuffet right there.
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know if that's a choo-choo or not. I don't know what that's. What that Buzzblob. That's the name. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I'm a Pokemon guy. Looks like
No,
a
I get your reference, bro. Don't worry.
Right, Jacob's playing it safe, using that other red pot. Oh, getting hugged by the Cold Stare Puffs.
Thank goodness he found red mail.
Yeah, otherwise that would have been a really bad time. That was not a fun party over in the Edge. Oh, we get the Book of Medora, so that's desert access. And possibly will provide us with some more progression over in desert.
I wasn't aware Cold Stare was a fan of literature.
Oh, he does have 3 eyes. Can technically read.
Now I'm just imagining all 3 puffs of Cold Stare arguing over the same book.
That would actually be pretty funny. It sure would be a sight to see. But that's going to be actually kind of big, because JCopes now can check the Ether tablet that Dunka could not on this way up.
Yeah, there's something up there. That could be pretty significant.
And that would be kind of a problem too. I don't know when Dunka's gonna go back up there. He'd probably go to desert first.
I mean, he's likely not gonna head back up there unless he finds the mirror. Because it would just take entirely too long to go back here. I mean, he still hasn't checked Spike Cave, but...
Oh no!
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
That's important! I'm pretty sure that's a cane of Samaria.
I mean, it looked red to me.
So the logic wanted you to full clear Ice Palace before heading up the mountain. That's pretty rude, man. So I think it's safe to say JCopes has a pretty large advantage right now, because he's gonna go to desert, and boy, if he gets flute there, man, that's gonna be a heck of a thing. The good news for both these runners is they haven't found Ether, so Turtle Rock play isn't in question yet.
You know it's coming. Since when does Turtle Rock sit out of the seed?
That's a good point. And in this version of the logic, Turtle Rock has definitely provided answers at some very key junctures. So since we have a moment right now and both of these runners are retracing each other's steps, just want to remind everyone, if you enjoy what you're seeing in this race right now, the guys have been putting on a good show so far. Please give both Dunka and JCopes a follow. These guys are very skilled, obviously. They're in the brackets, and this game 3 means a lot.
All right. Now it's JCopes' turn to be disappointed by his coffee break.
I mean, at least the coffee was delicious.
Did they actually get coffee? You know, all the times I've seen this coffee break, I haven't actually seen any coffee.
You have to imagine it. It's like hovering somewhere in the background.
I can't imagine things. This is a video game. It should imagine for me.
All right, so Dunka went to the side room to make sure it had enough magic, because again, they don't have bombos, so they have to use their whole magic meter to be able to access Cold Stare.
Gonna have to be a little careful here.
Playing it safe, using that blue pot.
Yeah, dying to Cold Stare, not a fun time. Uh-oh. Just a little dead rock stuck on the bridge there.
Yeah, it's better to just screen transition, reset everything. Good awareness from JCopes. All right, Dunka's gonna save and quit after finishing Ice Palace, and let's see where he goes. He goes to Link's house, and this looks like a Agnes cave into Desert Play. You know, I wonder if they ever get the bow here sometime soon, if either of our runners is going to do a ped check, because then that'll put at least 2 of the pendants into logic.
Yeah, pedestal's probably not something that's on their mind until that point, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. No reason for it to be. They can't complete any of them, so... Oh, nice fire shield. So that's not progression, but Agnes Cave producing a little bit more safety.
Yeah, lots of fireballs in this game. Granted, the blind fight is already done, but what can you do? Oh, hi, Ether. How are you doing today?
Oh, there's our Turtle Rock access.
Likely not what he wanted to see.
No, I'd say it's the exact opposite of that. Hopefully Desert Palace will provide some answers that don't require a dip into a pendant dungeon without the ice rod.
Well, now, in Dunka's case, he doesn't have Cane of Samaria yet, but JCopes does.
Oh no, Desert is Desert is boots locked.
Oh dear.
God. Well, if you... The omens of this race are of this seed are getting a little bit worse by the minute right now.
Yeah, this seed's making him work for it. Where you going, BigDunka? I'm guessing back to Dark World. Probably gonna head out and do the blacksmith chain, I guess. Oh. Oh, okay. I was a little unsure where he was heading there. Just gonna grab this little frog and get the heck out of here. Weren't you a frog a second ago? Oh, I was afraid of this. JCopes taking that ether medallion with Cane of Samaria, heading straight into Turtle Rock, looks like.
Yep, it sure does look like it. And everything except for Trinex is technically open. So don't honestly blame it. It's a pretty dense play at this point.
Yeah, I mean, as much stuff that's still missing. I guess we'll see what happens here.
Oh man, I guess man, Dunka gonna go back in for the purple chest.
Seems like what he's doing.
Well, if this isn't something right here on purple chest, that's a pretty big time sink.
Yeah, speaking of big time sinks, better hope something is in Turtle Rock today.
Yeah, good point. We get to enjoy the slow walk of hammer pegs.
It's just like a game of whack-a-mole, except there's just a lot of moles, and they don't move. So it's not nearly as exciting.
Yeah, can't say it's one of the most riveting things out there in the land of Hyrule.
I mean, technically this isn't Hyrule, but...
True.
Nothing so far in Turtle Rock.
Getting Death Ward from JCopes, probably a good idea, just to get that get the health back. Oh, and it's just 5 bomb capacity upgrade, just like it was in Hammer Pegs. And that's gonna feel really bad on Dunka's side.
I'm guessing this is the pod play then.
Yep. So if pod is bow locked, then that means all right. Oh god. These chain chomps. They're out for blood.
Oh dear.
Whew. Okay, we can breathe again. This is fine. We do have a good point. We haven't seen catfish yet from either of our runners, and that's a pretty normal play when you don't have boots, because it is very slow to walk there.
Oh, I thought we already turned in the mushroom.
I mean, there are two of them, obviously. You gotta clone it somehow. Oh,
well,
my goodness.
Pod is bow locked.
Yeah, it's sure bow locked. It's also completable because we know where Kane is. Holy moly. This seed just went completely AWOL.
Well, Myers completable, you mean?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Meyer.
Unfortunately, not so for BigDunka. Probably going to be a long time before he thinks to go check Ether Tablet, unfortunately. Well, finding half magic in Turtle Rock is nice.
Yeah, that's not a bad find. A little more safety for later for GT. And at a little under an hour 14, the goose is officially loose on Dunka's side and going straight over to the Meyer area.
I've always preferred the duck is unstuck. Oh, and it's Quake. No need to worry about finding Bombos today.
Just 2 big 20s on the Meyer shed as we got JCopes heading towards Laser Bridge right now. Still no ice rod, so can't clear the pendant. It's not the green one either, so.
Oh. Gambling that Cane of Samaria is in Meyer. Unfortunately, not a gamble that's going to pay off.
There's the key to get to Trinex.
Ooh. Well, he took the safety door, it's fine.
That's why you take that when you have no boots. And technically speaking, this is not in logic because we don't have the mirror shield, nor do we have the invincibility items. Oh, there's powder though. Oh, and there's the bow!
Oh, and laser
Holy
grid.
crap!
How original.
Oh, dear lord. Well, you remember that pod play?
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing it again, but a little different this time. Well, maybe.
Okay, so, I want to give an update on logic right now. So the seed wanted you to dip pod for that flute, to go into Mire, to grab that Cane of Burna, to get access to Laser Bridge, to get the bow. That's sure some logic right there.
Man, unless Mirror Shield is floating around somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we
we don't
haven't
know
seen
where
the cape
Mirror
yet
Shield is.
either.
Mm-hmm. So I believe we're in mirror mode to go finish the seed.
Well,
Oh no, we need boots.
Still need boots.
Oh boy.
Well, Kiki ain't having that.
Fortunately, just a compass in the vanilla big key, or the vanilla big key chest in Mire.
You know, the scary thing is, I'm pretty sure both those items can be on pedestal at this point.
They sure can. Yeah, well, we still don't know where the ice rod is. That's at large, but now we know that both Pod and Eastern are completable. Okay, JCopes is opting to go to the Bowlock side first. This makes a lot of sense when you don't have the boots, because then you can loop around. And very smart thing by Dunka right there, realizing not having the big key yet, went to go find it in the map chest.
Guess he's going around to check Ether Tablet now.
I don't think that Dunka has anywhere else to check.
I mean, I
Catfish.
suppose that's true. Yeah, Catfish is pretty much it.
Yeah. So it's a one-off for a one-off. What a fun time.
Both of which, especially without Mirror, taking a while to get to. That's true. It's not checked Spike Cave yet.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. It's now technically in logic after the Mire dip.
Yeah, so I mean, this is probably the better play out of the two, because you can just do Ether Tablet and check Spike Cave.
All right, so JCopes is opting to do the back first because already found the vanilla, already found the big key on the Bowlock side.
Now the real question, is BigDunka gonna actually jump straight into Turtle Rock while he's up here? Well, actually, now he can't, so he's gonna have to save and quit.
Yeah, that's gonna be really slow.
I mean, unless the mirror's here.
Yeah. Okay, so JCopes is gonna set up the hammer jump right now. And it's gonna save that key. Oh, just unfortunately slid off of the railing right there. Alright, well, JCopes did bail on the play, the backside, and is going to not do the vanilla picky location, and I believe that means that it's a 50-50 on whether it's a key or not. If I'm following the key logic correctly.
I wasn't keeping track of how many keys he found so far. Well, actually, no. You said he found the big key on the right side, so the vanilla big key chest has to be a key then, because the flute was one of the first 4 chests also.
Oh no, yeah, there you go. You have to fall off again.
Oh, BigDunka unfortunately does not have enough magic to cast Ether.
Oh man, that's so brutal.
Thankfully, there's a nice magic refill here under this pot.
Oh, because this was Hellway something? No, that's just a key. No. The vanilla big key chest definitely has something. Or maybe not. I don't know. It went a weird route in here. I didn't follow the keys very well. But either way, in the dark maze now. And oh boy, there's the mirror.
Well, Pod paying out with all the goods today.
Man, just coming up in spades. There's the cape, which puts Spike Cave in logic for JCopes. So I think that does mean with where cape was, because we haven't found Mirror Shield either. It looks like Berna was the answer.
Then, yep, all that's missing now are just a pair of boots.
Swamp Palace is completely open. All right, and we're going to get the Hylian National Anthem on Cope's side. And Swag Duck will be released here very shortly.
It's the silent movie version.
Oh man, Cope still hasn't checked sick kit. Oh god.
Ah, poor kid.
Interesting strat from Dunka actually doing the vertical shot last. Cope's getting the information, can complete Misery Mire. And that's going to be a 5th crystal. And having the bow should make it a little bit easier, but since they have the cape, probably just opt for some spin strats.
I wasn't really... I didn't notice if he got, or BigDunka got both items in Mire or not.
I believe he did. That's why he was about to save and quit. And double-checked it and got the big key instead, you know, in the map chest. Oh, well, I want some
boots.
I have one question for you, game guy. What are those?
I do believe that that is a piece of footwear that allows you to run fast.
I believe you would be correct. And an hour, just under an hour, 27 minutes in, JCopes4Life has officially entered Go mode and can complete Desert Palace before going to Misery Mire, and then we'll finish off with Swamp afterward.
It's not just Go mode, it's Go fast mode.
Super duper Go mode. If they get the boots and stuff, can we call it like Sonic mode?
Well, that fairy's not being cooperative.
I just want to note that JCopes is still only rocking, what, 9 hearts?
Yeah, this is one of the least healthy seeds I've seen in a while. Certainly not the worst, but...
Yeah, he left that one on Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, man, could have had a nice even 10.
Alright, and with half magic, Land Militia should be made quick work of right here. So now I'm starting to wonder where that ice rod is.
Probably in Ganon's Tower at this point.
Ooh, JCopes has to be a little bit careful right here. Takes it nice and slow, gets that 2 cycle, gets a 5 arrow capacity upgrade, and a 5th crystal before heading back through the mirror portal into Misery Mire.
Dunka finding his bow. And his powder.
Alright, well this should push Dunka towards Palace of Darkness right now.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's got a pretty significant time gap to make up here.
Yeah, JCopes does have to search for that big key, which is in a very late spot in Mire. Maybe we'll skip over that vanilla big key location to save a little bit of cutscene time.
Dunka opting to finish Eastern before going to Pod.
Yeah, there is one item on Armos Knights.
Yo, Meyer, pretty sure that's the wrong cane.
I think maybe it ordered the wrong cane off of the website or something. Probably just searched for cane and bought the first thing.
Yeah, is Misery Meyer colorblind?
You know, that's a good question.
Asking the important questions here during the randomizer tournament.
Yeah. All right, Dunka's almost back to Armos Knights right now. Just got a couple more rooms. JCopes using nice work of that powder they got on Laser Bridge. Yep, there was that second item. It was the heart container. So far, a nice setup for the NMG strat on Armos Knights for Dunka, and gets it nice. Oh, gets a bottle. There's trouble for the pendant.
I mean, the bottle's nice, I guess.
Where's Dunka? Oh, Dunka's gonna go to Magic Bat first.
I mean, yeah, you just got powder out of Turtle Rock. Might as well keep playing that gamble, I guess.
And you know, I understand kind of Dunka's thing is like, all right, I already got one progression item out of pretty much every dungeon so far, or location. There couldn't possibly be a second one in pod, right?
Yes, good old gambler's fallacy.
And we found out there's just a piece of heart on the Mad Batter. As JCopes gets that big key for Meyer and is going to head straight back to Vitreous.
Oh, we're getting a ped check?
That's what it looks like. So, chat, get your ped hype together. We're going to actually find out what was on the pedestal before the credits.
I'm a little confused why he's doing this after having killed Armos, but...
Gives the thief a little bit of a slash, showing some displeasure. All right, and we've got a 3 bomb set.
Man, Sick Kid gets around.
Oh, that was good. All right, JCopes coming up to the Vitreous fight. Gonna, you know, skewer some eyeballs. Ah, nice. They're gonna do some cape dash strats.
And down goes the eyeball before it can even blink.
I also want to note the completely empty magic meter on JCopes' side. I want to just say that's a hashtag calculated.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. Any of you guys who love Swamp Palace, just like myself, and want to see a lot of it, well, you're not going to see most of it. Swamp's going to be pretty quick.
I mean, Swamp's alright, I guess.
All right, Dunka is opting to go through the front part first and check all of these chests. Probably check the vanilla big key location as well, if he's going this route. All right, we did find out that was a key for a key. The mystery is over. Key logic has been solved.
I mean, there's always 4 keys in the front. So if you found flute and the big key up front, that means that
Yeah.
out of the 6 chests, you know.
Yeah, I was having a brain fart.
It's like it's math or something.
You know, sometimes math is just impossible.
I would agree.
All right, we've flooded the front right side of Swamp. All we gotta do is just hook shot across, grab that small key, head back to Argus. You know, slay some puffs, and we're gonna be heading up to GT.
Yeah, no need to worry about anything else. Possible he might open up a few chests here in the back, hoping to find silver arrows though, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'd say probably the waterfall chest. It'll be interesting to see if he goes to the front 2 chests right here. And it doesn't take too long of a detour.
Yeah, it's a small detour for 2 chests. Personally, I'd say it's worth it, but not even stopping for the waterfall chest.
All right, just confident in the confident as temper, just doesn't care. If he finds silvers in GT, great. If not, that's fine. Ooh, man, JCopes getting bodied by the puffs a little bit right here.
Standing just a little bit too close.
And that is Argus down. JCopes is getting the 7th crystal, and I believe now that we got 7 crystals, we've got a little game that we normally want to play, right?
Sure do. It's called Link to the Past, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely no other game to play.
But yes, there are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower. If you are a supporter of the speed gaming network of channels, being subscribed or having donated 250 bits or more, you can put in your guess as a number. First person to guess accurately or closest gets to join a leaderboard.
And you know, earning points on leaderboards are always fun.
Oh yeah. By the way, BigDunka grabbing his boots and entering go mode as well.
Yep.
Got a lot of ground to cover though.
Yeah, not having to go through, you know, Mire again is going to be nice. So that'll save a little bit of time. But JCopes, this is his race to lose at this point. What's your guess going to be today, game guy?
I mean, I always got to stick with number 8.
All right, nice. Yeah, I always stick with my number 11 as my lucky number.
Yeah, 8 just seems like a nice... it's a quick find, but you have to work for it at least a little bit.
It's also a nice symmetrical number. All right, and I'm gonna try and stop the game here in a second, and we're going through the chest. First one's a piece of heart, and a small key is the second chest, and JCopes is gonna head back over to the left.
Yeah, you see a lot of runners grab that key on right side and just keep heading right, but not feeling that today. Sick Kid placed some bombs on Bob's torch today, too.
Man, that Sick Kid he was just dropping bombs everywhere.
And no wonder he's sick. He's gone all over the world, just placing bombs.
All right, number 4 is a small key. Number 5 is another piece of heart, and the 11th heart container for there. Another heart container, and that's 7 right there. So Firebar has it. You win today, game guy.
Well, I mean, it's a key.
Yeah, it's a key. I'd give you like maybe half a point.
Yeah, I think half a point's fair.
On some nice boomerang strats as well.
Chest number 9 incoming.
Yep, as Dunka is heading back, it's the magical boomerang, the red one. And random room is going to be 10 through 13. Okay, there's the ice rod. We found it. It's in GT.
Cool. Let's go. Try it.
Oh,
well, never mind.
That is chest number 13. Is the big key today.
Lucky number 13.
All right, congratulations to Julicent for guessing the closest at 11. All right, as JCopes heads up the GT gauntlet right now. We're gonna get Dunka doing some swipes to create lag, and yeah, you know, you just don't burn that much magic when you do this.
Good old fire strats in the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Especially with half magic, makes it super simple to deal with.
Yeah, just blaze on through. Little annoying that some enemies take some time to burn, but, you know.
Oh, and
At least they're dead.
JCopes has to be a little bit careful right here.
I mean, he's got blue potion. He's fine.
Yeah, got to a half a heart. Everything's fine. Getting some help from the splash damage right there to kill the Stalfos.
I'm pretty sure that was on purpose.
Misses those fire rush shots. So just opts to conserve the magic for the next few rooms and does a swing instead. Very nice job with Wizro Broom number 1. Ooh, got bodied by that red guard right there.
Yeah, those guards are a little bit awkward to dash into. That spike just kind of eating up Cane of Samaria's shot there.
God, the full magic decanter. Oh, that's just a tease, man.
He'll get one of his own in a little bit.
It's like, apparently the sea just hasn't had enough.
Yeah, but it's true. He's had several of those spawn in places where he can't get them.
Alright, Dunka just starting off Swamp Palace right now. He's going to be getting his 7th crystal here very shortly. And JCopes not checking for silvers. Just went back through those. He might check this chest. And he might check the Moldorm chest.
I mean, as long as the seed has been going on, it's possible he thinks he might be a little bit behind. Wants to save any time he can.
Oh, God!
I mean, that's one way to kill Moldorm.
That sure is a way. Oh, that was like a spin through eternity, man. That was great. Just got a big 20 in the Moldorm chest.
A little disappointed Sick Kid didn't make it up here.
Alright, well, if we had a geometry quiz already, we've got an even bigger one now. Nice double at the start right there. Oh my god, these blue balls.
I am not giving him an easy time here.
Oh, a nice
That was,
little shot right there to get the kill.
Real nice, that one.
He said, screw the frames getting that easy kill. Let's go for the difficult one. And it's now time to cook up some bacon.
Gonna have to do it without silvers, though, but given he's not exactly looking for them, I suspect JCopes is pretty confident here.
Ooh, takes a little bit of a Ganon hug right there.
Now, correct me if
Nice
I'm wrong. JCopes has one more potion, I believe.
Yes, he got 2 blue pots and used 1 in the gauntlet, so he still has got another one. Oh man, these teleports.
On to the phase where Ganon just can't sit still.
Alright, Dunka is heading back up Death Mountain right now to head over to Ganon's tower. Oh, they're in the light world.
Where might that be, I wonder?
What do we have in the light world that wasn't checked? You know, that's a great question. Graveyard Ledge?
Graveyard Ledge is about the only thing I can think of, because I think Mimic
Yeah.
Cave is referred to as Death Mountain, right?
No, Mimic Cave's in the light world as well. No, it's still light world, so it's one of those two.
Oh, I could have sworn it had a different name.
Oh man, this is be a little
Couldn't
bit
have-
careful right there.
Real close to that fire bat.
All right, just needs a few more spins. And that is it. JCopes4Life has officially killed Ganon. And will be
Real nice Ganon fight,
victorious.
too.
Yeah, that was very, very clean. I think other than that one close encounter with the fire bat, that was really clean. And comes in with official SRTV time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 51 seconds. GG to JCopes.
And looks like BigDunka is just giving out a forfeit here.
Yeah, I believe Dunka is forfeiting just because he's so far behind and just entering GT. But we are going to be joined here in a second, JCopes. All right, GG JCopes.
Thank you. That was a seed, all right.
It sure was an experience. I wanna get it from your take. So at one point, were you absolutely mind blown? Was it the flute and bow-locked pod? Was it the required all the way through Turtle Rock on Laser Bridge for bow? What'd you think of that in general?
I had a feeling that Turtle Rock would have something, considering I just found Kane. I was glad when I saw it was Ether, but then when I saw Ether on Desert Ledge immediately afterward, I knew it was hinting me there. But seeing the flute, like in the first chest and pod, I felt a little... I guess the word would be discouraged, because I was tempted to check that and didn't earlier. But it worked out because Mirror wound up being back there too.
Yeah, that was kind of the crazy thing. I think Mirror was in the end the probably one of the craziest parts of it. but you definitely are starting to open up an advantage when you went up and got that cane, because you went Ice Palace first. So you did it all in one fell swoop up there. And that definitely gave you a big information advantage.
Yeah, that would be an awful spot to check if you've already done Hera. Just to check the ether tablet, because it's so far out of there.
Yeah, it came down to it. Dunka at one point was like, all right, something's got to either be on Catfish or Ether Tablet, and I chose Ether Tablet, which was good because it's got the cane. We won't know what was at Catfish.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no one wants to see Catfish anyway.
But I just want to also get your take on early Pyramid Fairy. How did that actually affect your routing at all? Did it make you say, okay, I'm just gonna skip over Pod because both Pyramid Fairy crystals are completable right now with everything I have?
It didn't affect my routing too much. My plan would have been the same, Pyramid Fairy or not, do Hype Cave and then go to Ice. It was just an extra stop because I had both crystals. I would have still skipped over Pod until either I had a bow or a potion to do the potion glitch.
Okay. That actually does make some sense. But how were you feeling when you did find that flute and Pod? Because you both of you guys actually found it fairly late.
Well, I felt a little. It wasn't the worst thing to find, but it wasn't the best thing to find either, because I could have had that so much sooner. If I would, because I intended to check it right after Aghanim, but decided against it because I could have done it because I was able to do West Dark World too via the hook shot.
Yeah, just like you were going full, density of locations at that point.
Yeah, that is definitely a long check if it could only be one chest. In the instance that it's bow locked, which it was.
Well, with this, you are now officially through the round of 128, and how are you feeling in general?
Nervous, but all in all, not too bad. Like I feel pretty good. I've made it a lot further than I expected to, so I am proud of that. Yeah,
you're going to be going up against J Misher next. Do you have any intel already on him at all, or what do you think your chances are?
Not yet, no. I am unsure at this point.
Well, I know it's gonna be the battle of the Jays.
Yeah, that should be interesting at the very least.
Any questions you want to ask JCopes, game guy?
I think we pretty much covered everything that needed to be said.
All right, cool. Well, congratulations again, JCopes, for that. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Dunka in for interview, but GG to Dunka as well. That was a really crazy race overall, where we just were blown away by where some of the locations of the items were.
You're kind of a mess of a seed.
Yeah, this definitely was a seed. But yeah, GG at Dunka. That was. I hope we don't have to go through this again.
I mean, it's Randomizer. I'd almost say expect to.
Oh, absolutely, but I could still hope.
Yeah, man can dream, right? All right, well, with that, that's going to end this best of 3 with JCopes moving on to again face J Misher in the round of 64. If you liked what you saw, again, give BigDunka and JCopes4Life a follow. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting and restreaming this race. Again, if you want to watch more Link to the Past Randomizer action, we've got Speed Gaming's 1 through 6 and a Link to the Past Randomizer 1 through 5 now. 5 just got used a few days ago. And thank you to our restreamer Synac, who is manning the tracker, doing a great job over there. And shout out to my co-commentator, Game Guy. It was a pleasure commentating with you.
Yeah, and shout out to you as well, Trojan Dude. Got a good time here.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And with that, I don't believe there's anything else for the rest of the day. But tomorrow, we have the round of 64 starting with Gem versus Chexhuman at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that should be a dandy, and there's going to be a couple throughout race. We still have one more round of 28 race tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time between I Am the Schwartz and the Wolfie. That's a game 4 because they tied one of the games. So that's pretty sweet. So for everyone over here, on behalf of Speed Gaming, hope you guys all have a great rest of your night or morning wherever you are, and Rando on. Peace out.
See ya.